Hey, this is Geoff from Thursday, and you're listening to La Mala Religion. So bad. I
Perfect.
know
That's
that
perfect. Yeah. So how are you doing? How are things are going?
things are going great. I'm home for a minute, and then I get to come down there, and I'm
Dude,
excited.
we're so excited. It's been such a long time, such a long wait for us. Uh
Yeah, for
First
us, we
visit to
can't believe we're
Chile.
actually getting to do it.
Yeah,
It feels like a dream come true that we never thought would happen. So,
right. For us it was the same thing. I was the first time I saw Thursday, obviously it wasn't here in Chile. I went to the 2016 Ride Fest.
oh,
And yeah,
nice.
I went to I think it was the double door, the sideshow you did over the before your main performance. And
I remember our guitar player was so hot on stage, he went outside and threw up.
yeah, I thought he was sick. It was so weird, and I was so excited. I was with a couple of good buddies of mine, and that was the first time I was seeing you guys, and I was so excited. And then I saw you at the Riot Fest show, and it was even cooler. So yeah,
Awesome.
we've always been expecting you guys here, and so what are your what are you expecting or your hopes here in Chile for as far as fans go?
Well, I'm excited, all the people that have never seen us to get to see us right now. But even for you, who's seen us before, I think we're playing right now so much better than even those shows in 2016.
Yeah,
So we're really kind of at the top of our reunion game.
yeah,
I'm so like it's kind of like I don't know. It's really exciting to get to go down there and know that we're going to be good. We're
yeah,
putting together a set list of like our very best stuff. And we're kind of
yeah.
looking at these two shows as like the event of the year for us because, it's like if you play a bad show in New Jersey, you'll play another one in 6 or 9 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
But
it.
this is like our big chance to play somewhere we've never played. So we're really like kind of treating it like this is our only shot.
Right, right.
But the great thing is too is just like we've been on the road a lot
Yeah.
and we're really tight right now and the band is playing really well. We're coming down with one of our members is Chilean. So
Oh, really?
Norman from Texas is
Oh,
Chilean. So
yes.
he's
Yeah.
excited to get to play for the first time in his ancestral lands.
Wow, awesome. He has a lot of fans here from Texas. Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, I mean he's a legend, you know what I mean? I'm one of
Yeah.
his fans. I can't believe I
Of
get to play in
course.
a band with him.
Yeah, it's such a nice feeling when we're in a band and you get to that point that you're comfortable enough to say, we're playing great now. We're gonna give a great show, and you feel it. It's like, oh, I have this confidence, and it's so good that you're telling me this because I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna be playing. Are you gonna be playing? Are you? I noticed that you were doing the World of Time reunion, or that you were playing the record in its entirety in some shows. Uh, what's gonna be the tonic or the
We're trying to kind of bring the best of War All the Time, the best of Full Collapse,
uh-huh.
and then like, the highlights from the other records is kind of the
Okay.
way we're looking at it. Is like really like almost half and half War All the Time and Full Collapse, and then like the best stuff off the other records, like the one or two tracks that seem like the most standouts. So um yeah, I think it's going
Right.
to be a really good mix of things, but even more so just kind of like if if you've never seen Thursday, it's like
Yeah.
you'll get to see the stuff that stands out live.
Right.
The stuff
Right.
that really works. Because there's on each record.
Hmm.
And I don't mind because it's records kind of has peaks and valleys, but on each record
Sure.
there's some songs that don't work as well live. They're meant
Yeah.
for at
Totally.
home. You
Yeah.
know what I
Of
mean?
course. Yeah.
And
And
so
for
it's
active listening.
it's yeah, it's
Yeah.
really fun to bring out the stuff that's just like banger, banger, banger. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a lot of fun. So
Yeah. It's sure it is. Do you have any? I know that you've been in this reunion mode for a while. I know that you get this question maybe all the time. You're playing on the music, or you're comfortable right now doing this. Like, what's the
well, I
situation
think,
right now?
playing old music for us is exciting as long as we're still learning and growing. And right now it's like we've learned how to finally really do Thursday as a live band in a way that feels like we're fully in control of it.
Right.
And that keeps it exciting for now. We've been writing since we got back together. We just have this agreement that
Mhm.
we'll only release something if it really adds to the catalog, you know, because like we love everything we've done right through. Our last record is one of our favorites, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
it's,
love it.
you
Common
know,
existence.
Devolution is like,
No delusion.
it's
Yeah.
like, I'm very, very proud of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, so we've been, you know, we've been working on stuff. It's just, we haven't gotten that magic moment that it's like, this is the song that needs to come out, you know?
That's fair. Yeah.
I've had so many bands that after they've gotten back together, they've released something and I thought like,
Yeah.
eh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
not that it's bad, it just doesn't really do anything for me. It doesn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
make me, you know. So as for me, I'd rather keep playing songs that people love and that I know are great
Yeah.
until we have something that's worth putting in the set
Right.
list, and then then we put it out, you
Of
know.
course. Yeah. That's fair. That's
I
fair.
know it's very atypical, you know. Usually bands are kind of
No,
like,
I prefer
we're
your
back together, we
honesty.
gotta put something out.
Yeah, I prefer the honesty, and you're right. There's been a lot of times where reunions make this new record from the band and it's not what you expected, and then you get this feeling that is kind of forced. So
Right.
as a fan, I really appreciate that, and to know that from you, it's cool. It's awesome. I'm good with
My
it.
thought is, you know, like it should never feel like a product. Like new music shouldn't
Right,
feel like, well, they wanted to sell us something, so they came out with this. Like,
right, right.
just sell me another t-shirt. I'll buy another t-shirt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But the music better mean something.
yeah, for sure. I wanted to ask you some about format and reissues. I'm a big vinyl collector, as you can see right here.
Yes, love
Were
it.
yeah, I saw that Island made a reissue from World of Time. You didn't announce any of that. I'm assuming that you weren't part of it.
We
What's the
just
deal with
didn't
that?
know about it. You know, the funny thing is,
Hmm.
we had contacted Island many times to see if they would do a reissue of War All the Time because it's been out of print for so long.
Yeah, super expensive.
So we were excited about it, and they were basically like, everybody that we get, you know, everybody that worked there when we were there is
Hmm.
gone.
Right.
So we were trying new people that we didn't know, and they'd be kind of like, "Oh, I'll get back to you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We kind of got the feeling like this is not a priority for them. They don't care at all, right?
Right.
Then people start saying, "Oh, I got this reissue,"
Yeah, it
and
was
we're like,
super
"What?"
unexpected. Yeah, I saw it on Reddit, and
We're
I just buy two copies just to be sure that I get
yeah, we're
one
like,
at least.
"Is this a bootleg?" So we start looking around, and then we find out it is Islands, it is Universal,
Yeah.
and we're like, "That's cool. We'll tell people that there's a new version of it." We just didn't even know about it.
Right. And then give
We
you
wanted
books.
it to happen, so we're glad it happened.
Yeah. But
But
yeah.
it also makes me feel crazy that I was trying to get in touch with them to make it happen and couldn't get in touch with them, and now
Yeah.
it's just out.
Yeah. It's crazy. I haven't got my copy yet, but I would imagine it's the same plate or as the original, or I guess. I don't think it's a new cut
I would
or
assume,
yeah.
um, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. You don't have it?
I don't have one yet. I haven't heard
Oh,
it yet.
okay.
So I'm hoping they send me one, but
Yeah.
no, I haven't heard it yet.
You
Yeah.
should. And then what about the a city divided like
That's going to be a bit of a harder sell, I think, because it's not like it didn't have the same classic status as War All the Time.
yeah, sure. But still, it's very softer by the fans and it's super expensive. I have the Hot Topic
Yeah.
variant, I think, the
Yeah.
double P. I
I
love it.
like that one actually. Yeah.
As far as the years go by, I've enjoyed it more and more. It's crazy. I love what Dave Friedman did there, and you did work with him again with No Devotion, right? Or am I wrong?
And also Common Existence and No Devolution are all Dave
Right,
Friedman.
right, right. Yeah. Awesome, awesome
So yeah.
producer. I love the Flaming Lips, so I've always
Yeah.
been yeah, in love with what he does. So
It is really cool. Like we were kind of his only band that was more aggressive, you know. He told us he really wanted to work with us, that he wanted to do something different, that he thought that he wanted to kind of stretch his legs a little and do something a little different, and
right,
that he investigated a lot of heavier bands, and that he didn't think that there were that many doing really different stuff, you know, really cool stuff. So it was like a great honor that he wanted to work with us. And when we were working with him, we tried to introduce him to some more heavy bands so that he could, you know, because we were like, there are a lot of heavy bands doing creative out there. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? We played him Envy. We played him, you know, it's like he got into Baroness and worked on with Baroness.
wow,
So um, yeah, he's a cool producer. We really liked working with him, and we also got to be friends with all the Flaming Lips guys and stuff through him and the Mogwai guys. You know, we ended up
Yeah,
befriending them. So yeah, it was
that's so
cool.
cool. That's so cool. Oh, so Team Cashers, it's coming with you guys from Cursive. God, I love that band. So
Yeah,
have you done this before with him? Like, have you shared some kind of shows with him, like solo?
yeah. So we took Cursive out in 2002.
Okay,
Um,
that was
they were they were still on Domestica, but they
Domestica.
were about to put out Ugly Organ. They were
Okay.
just about to. So we got to hear it before it came out, and we were like,
Wow. Wow.
"Whoa,
Wow.
yeah, this is it." You know what I
God.
mean? You
Yeah.
cracked the code. But we did that then, and then we took them out here in the States
Uh-huh.
again. For the last 2 years, we've brought them out a bunch because we just love I mean, Cursive is one of the great bands of
I
our
love them.
sort of extended universe. You know, I think they were always a little bit more on the indie, bright eyes, you
Yeah.
know, side of things than we
Hmm.
were. But you know, after a certain point and a certain age,
Yes.
uh, bands cross the genre lines a little bit to be with other bands that they admire. And so, like us and Cursive have made a very close friendship, just like us and Rival Schools and Quicksand and those guys. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like uh, the Gorilla Biscuits guys and all of them. They're more
Yeah.
hardcore than we are. Cursive are more indie rock than we are, but these are kind of like our friends that we
Right.
respect, admire, you know, across the spectrum. So
He's such a great storyteller. I love the record I Am Gemini. Like the
oh
whole
yeah,
concept and this, the pay bill, the play bill, and all that thing.
I agree.
It's great.
And even like the album of the year record by The Good Life.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so good. That
Yeah.
really reminds me of like a great book. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So you're an author too. So how is
Now
the
I am.
writing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
you're a
I am.
published author. Congrats on that, man.
Thank
Um,
you.
how is that? How is that experience have been for you?
It was really exciting to learn something new.
Hmm.
You know, I went back to I took a bunch of classes to
Okay.
get me back to where I was as a writer, and you know, to approach something instead of like, you know, at this point in Thursday,
Hmm.
um, you might not say that I'm an expert musician or a master musician, but I am an expert and a master at being in Thursday.
Yes,
You
for
know,
sure.
I know how to do
Yeah.
that for sure. I know how to
Yeah.
do that very well. So I got to approach something again as a beginner,
Uh-huh.
which I think is it's such a rich way to approach anything new because you learn the most in the beginning.
Right.
You know, and when you get further down the road in a discipline, you're growing still, but you're growing by much smaller degrees. You know what I mean? 1% is huge when you're already 90% of the way there. 1% feels like it takes
Right.
years, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas with writing, I was making these big leaps every year, you know,
Yeah.
from 10% to 20%, you know,
Right.
20% to 30%, you know. So it was great. I spent about 5 hours a day, 5 days a week for 5 years writing the book.
Wow.
Um, so many thousands of hours.
Wow.
And I am so proud of how it's turned out. I think the book turned out lovely. And even more so, the other writers that I love, that I read and I admire, reaching out to me saying, like,
Oh,
how'd
that
you do
must.
this book? You know, this is
Oh
amazing.
man.
You did such a good job. Like, this is great.
Oh man,
So
that's
I've
so
been
cool.
really welcomed into the literary world, which feels great because
Right, which is totally total different world from music. So it must be
and
great.
Thursday really had to fight our way into the music world. You know, there was a lot
Yeah.
of resistance. People treated us like the outsiders. You know, oh, you guys are from the suburbs. You guys aren't cool. You guys aren't this. You're not that. You're not hardcore enough. You're not indie rock enough. You're not
Right.
this enough. You know, like really a fight for Thursday.
Right.
And so to have a world that I admire just open me with welcome arms has been a really welcome me with open arms has been a really it's just been really nice.
Yeah.
I can't say enough nice things about the writers who've invited me to do readings with them. So.
Awesome. So one last thing. I love the United Nations records. We all do, but
Oh, thank you.
yeah. What's the deal with that? I What's
See,
the
that's a band I'd love to bring to
yeah, right?
yeah, to Chile and Brazil. And I mean, I'd love to do a longer tour with that band, like it's hard to get my bandmates to agree to do things in Thursday because,
Yeah,
there's kids involved and all this other stuff.
right.
But with United Nations, we have a little bit more freedom to do more. So I'd love to come and play, Uruguay and all kinds of places like that. So
Yeah, some
maybe it'll happen.
yeah, some anniversary shows or something that will be great.
We've all been talking again, for the first time in years. So
That's nice.
so you never know. Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be great.
yeah,
That's
for
really
sure.
nice to know that y'all even got those records. So
Dude,
that's really
you're
exciting.
gonna see here in Chile we're crazy about shit like that. So you're gonna get asked a lot about United Nations and no
So we can bring some heavy stuff with when we come to
sure,
Chile.
of
We can play
course.
at this velocity and stuff like
Of
that. We can play
course,
like
yeah,
stuff.
100%. You're gonna, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
sure, sure. So, Geoff, I want to thank you so much for this time that you're giving me, and again, we're so excited to have you guys here. We're gonna
Are
be
you going to
here,
be able to make it to any of the shows
of
or?
course, of course,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, of
excellent.
course.
Well, I can't wait to
Santiago,
meet you in
yeah,
person,
yeah, for sure, man. We'll eat out. I'll
Yeah.
show you nice Chilean food. It's good. It's good. I
Awesome. I
promise.
look
All
forward to that.
countries say
Yeah.
that, but we got a few cool things. We got our little things. So
Excellent.
thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. Thank you for having me and I look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah, I'll see you soon, bro.
See you
Have a good
soon. Take
one.
care. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.